I would like to introduce her to you. Ms. Mbuthi, may I say, is an old parent of this school. She graduated from this school in 2004, and she holds a BSc, Bachelor of Science in Public Health. She also holds a diploma in psychological counseling. She also holds a diploma in family and marriage therapy. So it's to survive for the next year, if not for the next of our lives. Ms. Mbuthi, most welcome to address us.
God is good. God is good. And all the time, that is his nature. Parents, the graduates, the management of the Green Garden schools, the guests. Good morning, everyone. I must start by saying I am deeply, deeply humbled to be in this school once again on this very, very, very unique and special day for graduation. I feel particularly humbled to come back as an old parent of this school and a very, very, very proud old parent of this school. My daughter was here for 2 years, class 7 and 8. She finished in the year 2004. And let me first pass her regards and greetings. She wasn't able to come. I left her to do something else that was happening at home. Actually, she took her younger brother to hospital. That's how responsible the school taught her. And so I managed to come because she was there taking that responsibility for me. I also want to say I'm proud because she just never came out with very high academic marks. That she did, and I thank God for that, and the teachers who were there, being the second best in her year that time. But they also brought up for me a lady. And you know, there's a difference between a girl and a lady. For Green Garden, they helped me bring up a lady, a girl of high standing. And I want to tell the parents who are here, the best decision you ever made was to bring your children to the Green Garden. As she went on into secondary school, she emerged. She got a personality award that really touched me and humbled me. And I remember calling Teacher Jenga and telling her, do you know what your girls have done? 3 of them who were here the same year, in the same national school, they got personality award. There was one who got the most helpful, there was one who got the most caring, and there was one who got the cleanest girl in that school. And I can't fail to say that. And I think those are traits and qualities that they took from these schools. And to the teachers who were there that time and who are still there, Okello, Wanyuike, and all the others, God bless you. I can just say God bless you for what you did. Today I want us, I'm not a perfect parent. There is none of us who is a perfect parent. All of us are struggling parents. But I know, are we all familiar with the story of the prodigal son in the Bible? How many of us, by a show of hands, are familiar with the story of the prodigal son? I know I am familiar with it. The beauty about the story of the prodigal son is that eventually he came back home. And when he did, there was a feast. And everyone celebrated that the son has come back. But today, I'm not talking about the prodigal son. I'm talking about the prodigal parent. Because there is such a thing now as a prodigal parent. I don't know how many of us are here as the prodigal parent. You know, the son went away, but eventually came back. But this prodigal parent is on a journey. I don't know where they are going, but they have been going. They are on the move, on the run, a known destination. And I don't know what will happen or what it will take for the prodigal parent to come back. Where are they? They are working. They have jobs, beautiful jobs. We thank God for that. They're chasing after their careers. They never get to the destination of their careers. They're chasing after their hobbies, football, golf, name it, having fun and really chasing that. They're chasing after their sports, and they spend their whole weekend and any other free time they have chasing after that. Having a sport is not a bad thing. They're chasing after their friends and having a nice time with the friends. The men talk about having a time with the boys, and the women talk about having a time with the girls. Oh, I love that, having a time with the girls and having a time with the boys. If they're not doing that, then they are having what is a new concept that I love. They call it the me time. I'm having my time to myself. The me time is very good for self-care, but the me time is also taking us away, further and further away from our children. I want to ask a question. I don't want you to answer me because I'm not even sure as I stand here I have an answer myself to that question. But the question is parenting an investment or is parenting a challenge? When you think as a parent, do you think you're investing? And what are you investing? Or do you think it is a challenge? And if it is a challenge, what is challenging about that investment? A story of a little boy in lower primary school who was playing in the field with his peers, was hit by another boy very badly, a kick into his stomach, and he fell down unconscious. And when the little boy got up, he told his friend, "Don't you ever hit me again like that. I am my parents' bank." And I wondered, if the little boy is the parents' bank, I don't know whether it is the bank we are saying I am a member, or the bank of the National Bank, of the bank of the Standard Bank, but he did say, "Don't you ever hit me again like that. I am my parents' bank." I can only imagine the only reason he was his parents' bank is because every time the parents, it was opening day and they had a check to school, they would say, "You see how much I am investing in you." Every time the child asked for a book, I can only imagine the parents would say, "You see, I'm sacrificing to do things for myself so that I can give you money, so that I can give you a good education, so that I can do all the things." And so the child grew up knowing that he is his parents' bank. Again, the question is parenting an investment or is it a challenge? I don't have the answer as well. When we think about us as parents, what do the children need from us? What is it that they really need? One of the things that children need is unconditional acceptance. They need love. We need to love them, appreciate them as who they are. We need to appreciate the real efforts that the children are making. It doesn't matter whether the child was bottom in the class, but has come home with 1 mark more. Appreciate that effort, because that 1 mark is a lot of energy and effort and hard work put into it. What do children need? They need us to understand them. But how can we understand them when we are prodigal parents? When we are far away from home? When we are never coming? When we are always on a journey? And we are moving on and moving on. We need to understand and conditionally appreciate the potential that they put in. And the thing about parents, and now that I'm a parent, I used to hear it with my mother, and whenever I looked at my mom, she's without any fault, is that as parents, we behave like we have no fault. We are perfect. And when it is the end of the term, the first thing we want to do is to see a report form. But let me ask, have we ever shown our own children our own report forms when we were in school? Because you're always the parent who was top in the class. And you could have been top from the bottom, but you're always top. You're always the parent who was never chased away from school, isn't it? Even when we know too well